Blizzard was doing so well for a time. Everyone liked Dragonflight, the official hardcore classic server announcement, and now they did something.
It's a surprise.
The WoW
no
token.
One. Blizzard has introduced
Nice.
pay to win into classic Wrath of the Lich King. That's right. They've thrown in the towel.
Good.
They've given up. They've surrendered.
Expected.
And they're being paid for it. Because
Naturally.
Blizzard today announced that the WoW token is now available in Wrath of the Lich King Classic Realms. Let's log on and let's take a look at it for ourselves.
Admittedly, I completely understand why Blizzard did this, because no one plays Wrath of the Lich King, okay? The game is literally dead. So, if the normal players are not gonna pay you money, hey, at least allow bot farmers to pay you money. Because, you know, tokens attract bot farmers a lot.
Because it's one thing to hear about it, it's another thing to see about it. So let's take a look at it. We're going to look at Wrath of the Lich King Classic, and we're going to log on. Let's buy like 10 of them, and that way I can buy something out of a GDKP. And then I can play the game, finally. I haven't been on
Cool.
Wrath in a long time. Long time.
As
That's how
everyone.
long. Okay, let's actually just see
A
how many
Vodaluk.
people are on my server. /who. 6 people on the server. In Stormwind. Is there anybody doing Ulduar?
Nice. No.
No? How about Nax?
No.
No? How about Dalaran?
Every single player that's left playing this game currently already has the best in slot gear for now. So, what does it matter to introduce the token?
One guy.
Nice.
One person. Wow, that's more than I expected. And there's the WoW token right there.
Beautiful.
And it is 12,000 gold.
Nice.
So for the low price of $20 right now,
Is that
I
$20?
can buy 12,000 gold in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Let's see what the community has to say about this. Hey guys,
Who's gonna
who
answer
else
him?
is excited about WoW tokens coming to Wrath of the Lich King?
GDKP's currently happening, and that's probably the only thing that happens anymore. No one cares, yeah. Wow. Why wouldn't they introduce the WoW token to something like
I can
this?
finally buy mount runs now. Fake Asmongold. There's like 2 people. Wow,
Yeah.
real Asmongold. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's the real Asmongold. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Fuck you. How
Horrible
many
voice.
WoW tokens...
Well, he can't get banned.
How many WoW tokens do I need to join? What's he gonna say? Or how much gold do I need to join as a buyer?
That's gonna at least have an answer.
Okay, so fuck this guy. You can join if have budget 5K.
5K? 5K, so you're telling me 5K is a budget? That means they're expecting them to buy more than one item, you know? If someone tells you 5K, that's like 3 or 4 items probably, potentially, if not, those are not the biggest trolls, right? So, for one WoW token, you can pretty much deck yourself out. That's amazing.
Okay, that's nothing. That's only $10. Yeah, it's a joke. Okay. How much gold do I need to join as a buyer?
Probably it's gonna
Let
be
me ask
similar.
this person right here, because I want to get the dollar amount, right? For hybrid buyer minimum budget 5K. Okay. We see now that the WoW token is in WoW Classic. How do you guys feel about this?
No one cares.
You know, does this
Dead
feel
game.
like does this feel like how it used to be? Who cares? Fun equals money. Changes nothing. No one is surprised. Still
Yeah.
cheaper on the website. Lizard movement. I think this is a lizard situation.
They
I'm gonna
want
keep it a
money,
buck,
probably.
guys.
Yeah.
I do think this is a lizard situation.
Just greedy
Blizzard
Stevie.
just cares about money as usual.
Yeah.
I mean, I will be honest. This is a surprise to me. Like, I didn't think that it was going to be... I didn't think they were going to do it until, like, after Wrath. But I think, like, now that they know, like... Because obviously, like, the big... like, they want to have... Like, they want to have it in the game and part of the culture. So by the time ICC comes out and everybody wants to buy Shadowmourne, they'll know exactly what to do. So, like...
That would not work, because when ICC comes out, Shadowmourne is not going to be viable for a pretty long time, I'm pretty sure, right? It takes long to make that thing. So, after that, it's going to be viable. And again, if someone wants to buy gear, they're going to do it. But, you know, the token is just the easier way that allows more people to do it. Some people are scared to real money trade because they think they're going to get banned. Blizzard's not banning you as long as you pay them, my sweet dear summer child.
Like, this is actually smart for them to release it this early. As long as it's not in Classic Vanilla.
Oh, it's going to be at some
that probably
point.
Won't be until next year.
Yep.
There's still a lot of people playing the game.
Imagine hardcore Classic Vanilla with a token. Oh, that's gonna be a money machine.
Oh, that's nice. How cute. And as you guys can see here.
Okay.
Yep. And it's going up. The price is going up.
Did it go up?
Man. How do the tokens work? It's pretty simple. The token, you buy a token for real money, and then you sell a token to somebody who wants to be able to pay for a month of game time.
Cool.
And it's not Battle.net balance right now, it's just game time.
Yep.
But you sell the token, and then you get the gold. It's basically a way for somebody to buy and sell gold. It's that simple. Yeah, picture explains it. I mean, there you go. So anyway, obviously Blizzard added this into the game because I think that... This is what I said, right? I said, sad to see Blizzard throw in the towel regarding RMT moderation. WoW token itemizes all...
Okay, when has Blizzard cared about real money trading in the first place? Do they go after websites that actually sell money? No, rarely. And when they go after one, it's like, okay, you did it. What about the other 10? Huh? What about that one?
All activities in the game and turns them into a dollar amount. Kingslayer achievements will be the new Wrath of the Lich King version of the Head of the Curve. Kingslayer is the title you get for killing Arthas, the Lich King. So, yeah, that's just the way it is. Exactly. Why not just buy... It's legal RMT, basically. Well, it's not legal RMT, basically.
It is legal RMT, yeah.
That's actually what it is. It literally...
This, admittedly... I already have mentioned this before, but this actually gives additional reason for Blizzard to actually, you know, now try and ban people who are real money trading, or, you know, who are not using their legal service. Because again, keep in mind, all of the bot sites, all of the bot farms, they're just gonna undercut the WoW token. And that's gonna be it. They're gonna undercut it by a certain percent. I don't know how much, 5, 10, whatever percent. And, you know, it's all gonna be fine.
Literally allows people to spend real money to buy gold in the game. Flat out. There's no exceptions, there's no theoreticals to this. It's that simple.
Yep.
Easier than dealing with bots and farmers. And this is really what Blizzard has decided here. Is that they've decided that they are going to give up fighting bots. They're gonna give up...
They never tried to fight bots, so who cares?
Trying to uphold the TOS. They're going to get paid for not doing it. Can't beat them, join them. Yeah, well, not can't beat them, it's don't beat them. They didn't even try. Let's be honest here, guys. So let's see if we can pull up the Classic WoW subreddit. They're really happy about this, by the way. So let's read the top post. It says Rule 4 is officially suspended.
What is Rule 4?
Since this sub came out, we've upheld the rule against discussion of private servers and cheats, etc. on the basis of good faith that Blizzard would be running Classic to a certain standard. That standard has been pretty fucking low for a very long time now, but it's clear today that the mask of integrity has totally fallen from the face of greed. As such, feel free to discuss other options to play other versions of Classic in the way that has a higher integrity than what Blizzard has to offer. Any ban...
Dude, if you do not know about the private server scene for World of Warcraft, wow, you are missing out. The private servers are pretty much equivalent to the experience that you would get from Blizzard themselves in a lot of cases. And for things like Classic, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, it's even better. Some of those servers have new classes, some of those, and by the way, not broken classes or anything like that. They're balancing, they're rebalancing, they're creating new raids, they are changing raid mechanics. It's actually a fresh game, which is insane. Private servers are so good nowadays. I think the best and easiest example, obviously, of that is World of Warcraft Ascension, which is pretty much almost a completely 100% new game. But, you know, it feels like World of Warcraft because it's made in World of Warcraft. But that stuff is insane.
For Rule 4 will be overturned on appeal. So is Reddit mods are wild? Yeah, I mean, obviously Blizzard going to shut this down. It's not even a big deal, right? But it's still funny to see it happen. And so they're taking it well. Yes, they're very not happy about it. And,
obviously.
you know, my perspective on this is always, I think it's naive to think that classic WoW, like private servers, are somehow going to be more ethical than Blizzard.
Well, they're not going to be more ethical. They're going to obviously be less ethical to a degree because they need to make somehow money and there's no subscription to them. So they are going to sell things.
Truth is, everybody needs to make money, and some private servers sell items outright. I think Warmain does this.
Yeah, it makes sense,
and then
honestly,
you have other
if you think about it.
that probably do it under the table.
Everyone does it under the table. Anyone who does not think you can get items under the table in private servers is fundamentally not ready for life, okay? You are completely naive. You are beyond the level of naivety.
They don't announce this. Like, so here's kind of like what would happen, right? Is like, let's say you have $10,000 and you know somebody on the mod team of this server, and you give them $10,000.
That's a lot.
They give you an item.
Yeah.
This isn't advertised on the website.
By the way, I know that there's going to be people watching this who are going to say, "Oh no, that couldn't happen. That's illegal." Good luck at McDonald's flipping burgers and understanding that the real world is exactly like that. That happens a lot. In fact, I'm pretty sure the only way that something like that could be illegal in a private server is if you are a legitimate employee of that private server, you get paid monthly, and you have a clause in your work contract about not doing it. And that is the only time that that's illegal. Otherwise, it's not even technically illegal in any sense.
This is just a deal that happens. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to expect that to happen. Because I remember the hero we didn't deserve, but we needed, Alex Sensual, exposed, there was a server, this was like 5 years ago, it was called Elysium. And there was this girl, I think her name was Shenna, and she was selling stuff and like selling gold and shit.
It's always a girl.
He was insane or crazy.
Well, it's always a guy who pretends to be a girl.
And it turned out that he was right. Alex was unironically right. I think the idea that private server administrators will not sell gold or invalidate the integrity of the server for real money is just
absurd.
Naive. It's a naive delusion that's created by people with the minds of a child.
Yep.
Like, do you really think that somebody isn't going to take that much money? Are you fucking stupid?
I'd do it for $10, honestly.
Isn't it better if Blizzard is selling the gold instead of bots?
No.
No, it's not better, because the reason why it's not better is that it creates a culture around it.
That also.
Pot. Yeah, true. They're free, so your logic... They are free, so by your logic, a free game can do this? I didn't say they couldn't do it. I said that it wasn't... I said there was no difference in terms...
I don't even understand... Wait, what was that? Can I see... Can I see that?
They are free.
Where... What is that? Who says something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, true. They're free, so your logic.
Man, where is that comment? Because I don't understand what he said. They are free, so that's logic.
By people with the minds of a child. Like, do you really think that somebody isn't going to take that much money? Are you fucking stupid? Yeah, let's be honest. Isn't it better if Blizzard is selling the gold instead of bots? No, it's not better, because the reason why it's not better is that it creates a culture around it. But why did she pot? Yeah, true.
Don't see anyone even saying that.
They're free, so your logic. They are free, so by your logic, a free game can do this? I didn't say.
I don't understand how that logic works out even.
They couldn't do it. I said that it wasn't. I said there was no difference in terms of integrity. I'm going to ban you, right? Because you tried to do a gotcha.
Cut.
Actually, no, you're in chat a lot. I'm gonna give you.
Oh, don't call. I hate when Asmongold calls everything he dislikes or can't answer easily a gotcha. That was such a stupid thing he read. I couldn't. I wanted to read it for myself just now because it sounded absolutely insane. Well, that's what you get from his chat. Well, anyway, speak bad, get banned.
A 24-hour timeout. Because you tried to do a gotcha on me. Anytime that you do a gotcha, I will respond to it, but it will cost you your account.
But he doesn't respond to it, and he calls every... I wish he would just respond to questions that he, you know, and just not call them gotchas and then just completely dodge them. Maybe that guy had a point. I kind of doubt it, but still.
Yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. Your misunderstanding of what I said doesn't make me wrong, okay? Just keep that in mind. Anyway, let's get back to this. So I'm not saying that these private servers are, you know, the worst thing ever, or like all of them are just like awful or anything like that. But the truth is that, you know, that the mods doing this effectively severs the relationship that Blizzard is going to have with the classic community. I think this is a bad decision for the moderators to do, and I think that it will have a lot of negative effects in the community in a large way. Whenever you have like the largest,
know and they don't care
space that people discuss and consume classic WoW content, which is probably the Reddit, and it actively promotes pirating the game that the developer is making, well, the developer's not going to communicate with that community anymore, right? Like, you just saw that with Activision and Call of Duty. You've seen that multiple times with Nintendo. And honestly, I don't think they're really in the wrong.
Nintendo is a bad example because Nintendo keeps literally copyright striking people who make content about their games on YouTube. And guess what? Nintendo's still flying high as a kite. You know, they're like a bald eagle just being free out there. Nintendo proves that you don't need actual YouTubers or anyone promoting your stuff if your stuff's just good enough and your stuff is well known enough. Like, Nintendo's not losing out on anything because they are removing people who are doing free advertisement for them. They're still selling like hotcakes, and that's the brutal reality. Nintendo proves it.
There, I mean, it's not up to the you know, self-appointed moderators of a subreddit to decide what integrity is. I find that to be insane. Now, obviously, they can make the decision for themselves, but
wait, that's completely understandable. It's a thing that was created by them, and they appointed themselves as the head of that thing. Obviously, they get to decide what integrity is.
Whenever you want to make the decision for a group of people, I think that it has to have some objective merit to it. And unfortunately, I don't really think this has any. I think this is a big mistake that the Classic WoW subreddit is making. I think this will only go to divide the player base and Blizzard farther between understanding each other. And I think that what's really sad about it is that we saw...
Blizzard doesn't actually read Reddit posts, okay? It is very rare that Blizzard will actually read a Reddit post or whatever. Most development companies don't care about your stupid, moronic, waste of time Reddit posts, okay? The only time they maybe are gonna look at a Reddit post is if they do something completely tremendously wrong, because chances are at that exact moment, like the 10 most uploaded things are gonna be something that involves it, and even then they're not gonna get full clarity because the opinions are still gonna be all over the place. So yeah, what do the developers don't care about your stupid Reddit posts? They just look at them maybe once in a blue moon when, something bad is happening.
Saw the opposite of this in effect maybe a week ago whenever Classic WoW hardcore servers were released. You saw a Blizzard representative, Agrand, come on to Sarth's channel and actually announce a new thing in the Classic WoW subreddit. So not only boost Sarth's channel, but also give the community what they want, talk directly with the community, and posts like this and actions like this make things like that pretty much impossible to do.
Oh, yeah. But that is the classic community, not the Wrath of the Lich King. There's a difference between them. Has World of Warcraft ever even done anything in the actual retail games Reddit? Probably never. Because it's different. All of these, these companies can actually, use these things while everything is good. The moment it's gonna turn bad, sour, or whatever, they're just gonna no longer use these platforms. It's one of the easiest fugazis. Some intern posts something on the classic subreddit and says, "We hear you," and a bunch of morons are, "Oh my god, Blizzard crazy of all yours." That's literally what happens. People can be bought so easily because everyone wants to think that they are heard, they are understood, and they are right. So posting something on a Reddit saying "you're right, random guy number 50,000" is probably gonna make a lot of people wet. But do they care about that? Absolutely not.
That's the truth. Sarth was already doing Blizzard content? Well, exactly, because this wasn't happening. So, you think of it, so obviously Agrand isn't the one that makes the decision to come on that stream, right? There's there's a group of people that make this decision.
Yeah.
And the group of people that make that decision are not going to want to promote a element of the community that actively
He's talking about, by the way, the PR department, and the group of people that are deciding it are maybe 1 or 2 people.
Promotes pirating their product. It's just not going to happen. And it's the exact same as Kotaku. It's the exact same as the Kotaku-Nintendo situation. That in the same way that Kotaku does not have the moral authority to dictate what Nintendo can and can't exercise its rights on, I think that the subreddit does not also have that authority.
I mean, Kotaku's insane, but are they Reddit levels of insane? I don't know about that one.
To dictate what is and is not ethical to Blizzard. I completely agree, but why does it matter? Let me talk about why it matters. So, as Classic WoW servers are being developed, this is a very formative time in the life cycle of Classic WoW. And the reason why is because it's about to reset in one way or another. Agrand said on the interview that Sarth had with him, he said that there is something coming out that will effectively be Season of Mastery 2. Is this Classic Plus? Is it something like that? I don't know, but it seems like it's probably not Cataclysm. So what does that mean? That means that obviously there's going to be a new wave of Classic content coming out very soon. Mm-hmm. And whenever that wave of Classic content comes out, it's very unfortunate that the main avenue to provide feedback for Classic content, this well has been poisoned. Now this group of people is associated with piracy and negative bad stuff for the company. Do you see what I'm saying? And so it will hurt because obviously
Oh, I understand what he's saying. That's a very, 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 very unrealistic tall order. Okay, so to translate into normal human speech, essentially, he's looking at this post and saying that, yeah, this is just the subreddit just saying, fuck Blizzard, we hate you, we're gonna do whatever, no one cares. And now because they have done this, Asmongold is instantaneously thinking that, everything that comes out of here now is gonna be poisoned against Blizzard no matter what, and be tinted with a lot of bias, which is absolutely 100% not true.
Like, for example, Wrath of the Lich King. There was a lot of feedback that Blizzard received about the item levels of Ulduar, and a lot of that feedback was congregated on the Classic WoW subreddit primarily. And also feedback in regards to different changes and, like, just little things, right? Little bugs, like they changed the the water pathing in Classic, original Classic.
This is a false equivalency. This is the thing that makes Redditors think they actually matter, and what they say matters. Because, Redditors make, like, there's so many things that get uploaded on Reddit, especially for things like World of Warcraft and whatnot, like, this is the change that needs to be. And yeah, like 99.9% of that Reddit agrees with that. Yeah, this is a change that needs to be. Guess what? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Why? But everyone agrees it should happen, right? But it doesn't. And the next 10 changes that everyone agrees on also don't happen. And the next 10, 20, 30, 50 changes after that everyone agrees on also doesn't happen. And you know what happens? One time, something gets uploaded, and that thing gets done. And the Redditors think, wow, it got done because of us. Wow, yeah, we uploaded. One thing out of 200 things that you upload gets done, and you delude yourself into thinking that your opinion mattered here. Blizzard is changing things because they have access to in-game statistics, okay? They're changing things because they have access to in-game statistics and a lot of other things. They're not changing it because something gets uploaded on Reddit. If they did that, the game would constantly be changing because a lot of things get uploaded. The fact that something got changed that got uploaded is just a coincidence.
The well has been poisoned by Blizzard. Backlash is very needed, and this is the ultimate form. But it's not, because Blizzard holds all the cards. Yep. This is the equivalent of like a 5-year-old throwing his plate on the floor whenever he's told that he has to wash the dishes. It doesn't really do anything, because Blizzard can just simply have this. They can just have this subreddit taken down. Like
they're
if
not
they
going
want to, they can have it taken down. You can't have a subreddit
that would be probably too annoying.
That uses assets that are by Blizzard, and on top of that advocates pirating their products. Another one would pop up? Yeah, of course it would. But like the other one that pops up would be 1/100th the size, and then that one would just get banned too, and then it would be 1/1000th the size. It would immediately get rid of it. r/WoW servers. The truth is that WoW servers isn't an influential enough subreddit. So it's under Blizzard's radar.
Cool.
They don't really care about it. That's why you have people all the time, like, there's all the times like on like Twitter, or not Twitter, but on Twitch, where somebody will do something that will, be bad. It'll be against the rules, and then they don't get banned for it. Well, the reason why is because, like, Twitch doesn't care. They don't even know who they are. So that's the real reason. Sure, Blizzard goes that route, they'll just alienate their fan base further. It doesn't matter. I mean, whenever you have a fan base that's actively promoting pirating your product, why is it a problem to alienate that person?
That's also
so
true.
If somebody is stealing from you, wouldn't you want to alienate them? I mean, it's completely illogical that Blizzard should be okay with this. r// piracy is up after all this time. Why would Reddit take down a WoW subreddit? Well, I don't know what the nuances are to it. I think that, for example, if there was... Here, let me ask you a question. If there was a subreddit that was very popular, that was posting links to Disney movies that were full-length Disney movies that you could watch for free online,
yeah,
how long do you think that would exist? There is? How big is it? Yeah, how many people use it? What's it called? What's the subreddit? I'm going to go to it right now. I don't want to ban.
Interesting.
Sure. I think that the reality is that not a lot of people use it. And because of that, it's not going to be that big of a deal. And also, I think that let's go ahead and let's assume that Blizzard doesn't shut down the server. You say Agrand is less likely to come on because of this? Yes, I absolutely think so. Because Sarth is part of the classic WoW community, and Blizzard as a whole, like, and I will make this very, very clear. So Genshin, Genshin's different. Like, I don't know, like, that's a totally different thing. They're in China. Who the fuck cares what they do? What I'm saying is that the classic WoW subreddit promoting piracy and being the biggest hub for classic WoW players to talk about the game is harmful between the relationship that players have with Blizzard. If this somehow is hard for you to understand, you are insane. Of course that's the case.
I would agree if the players had a relationship with Blizzard. Again, people who think that Blizzard actually listens to the players are insane. Blizzard doesn't care. They just want you to be happy for whatever dumb, stupid reason you can be happy, okay? If it means saying we listen to you, then that's them saying we listen to you. If it means new cinematics coming out, well, it's a new cinematic coming out. A new raid, yeah, well, a new raid. As long as you're happy and completely ignorant of the overall thing that's happening in the world.
I mean, I don't even know what to say. Piracy equals stealing? I don't want to get into whether piracy is stealing or not.
Yeah,
anyway, the point that
that's
I'm making
an easy
is
one.
that this will hurt the relationship Blizzard has with the classic WoW community in a very big way. And I think that the moderators of the subreddit taking this executive action on allowing promotion of pirated content on their platform will be an overall negative to the community, and it will hurt classic WoW in the long run. That's basically what I'm saying. Token hurt the relationship a lot more than this.
Yeah, true. You can't argue
that's
that.
Just a justification. And also, you're right. But, like, just because the token hurt the relationship doesn't make it okay to promote piracy for the game. Sure.
Yeah. You know? You play this thing, and the company that has that thing and owns that thing is constantly hurting, spitting on you, and shitting on you. Yeah. You know, let that be one-sided. Who cares, you know? You must take that. Yeah. That's such a horrible take.
Like, absolutely. Like, let's say the token did hurt the relationship. Absolutely. Blizzard kills WoW, more people free in the MMO community. I don't think they're killing WoW. I just think there's people that are mad about it. The annoying part is these people decided on behalf of everyone. They single-handedly destroyed our bridge to communicate. Yeah, I think so. I think this is...
I hate you, people who think that Reddit has any influence in these things. They don't.
Big mistake. Anyway, let's go ahead and read some of the comments here and what some of the people think. And also, I want to talk a little bit about the actual issue, because obviously, like, I'm shitting on the mods for r/classic WoW. I'm definitely shitting on them, but I share their frustration. I think that this is a massive Blizzard L.
He didn't speak about one thing I thought he was going to speak about, and it was that streamer who the Blizzard team actually went on. So, went on and talked to. So, if that person now uses a Reddit that is against Blizzard and what they are doing, Blizzard will no longer interact with that person. You know, they're not going to come on their stream and do anything like that. So, effectively, the Reddit, one bad thing that is happening with that Reddit is it's not actually cutting ties with Blizzard because it never had ties with Blizzard. It is cutting ties with potential with content creators who would otherwise be in that Reddit, because those content creators don't want to be in there in case Blizzard is gonna look at that negatively and no longer interact with them. That's the only real thing here.
Absolutely sucks that Blizzard is adding the WoW token into Wrath of the Lich King Classic. This is garbage. Fuck Blizzard for doing this. It sucks. And I will say that it makes me substantially less likely to want to come back and play the game.
Oh, no.
And I think that really a lot of people don't...
Wait, the game you were already not playing? How will they ever recover?
...understand, like, how corrosive the WoW token is. So what the WoW token does is that, and this is the way that I see it, and a lot of other people that have any sort of, like, a mindset that's towards, optimization. right, which is a lot of people that play MMOs, is that you will itemize your time into the dollar amount of a WoW token. So right now a WoW token is 12,000 gold, right? So would you rather farm 500 gold or 1,000 gold an hour, or work 2 hours at your job and buy a WoW token and then have 12,000 gold? And as soon as you realize that is so much more advantageous, you will just always buy tokens.
But those people already... Every single person who has a job understands that you can buy gold already off of third-party sites. So this was already always in the works. This was already always in the cards. That was already always a thing that could happen.
So what it does is that it creates an amortized value of a dollar amount. It itemizes every single action that you do, and it turns it into a dollar amount. And this happened in retail WoW. And it didn't happen overnight. It happened over 5 years. It happened over 10 years. I think the WoW token came out about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, somewhere around there. And what ended up happening is that now everything is bought with WoW tokens. Everything has a dollar amount and everything like that. 8 years? Yeah. People have that mentality, already buy gold? No. And somebody else said that. I think that you're right, that a lot of people will still buy gold, even with the WoW token.
But it's less. It's less. The big thing that he is right here is the fact that a lot of people who want to buy gold, I already mentioned this previously, but a lot of people who want to buy gold are not buying gold because they are afraid of getting banned, which, by the way, does not happen. And that's pretty much it. The moment this is fairly introduced, and this is an actual system that can happen, the people who previously were buying gold from third-party websites are going to, by the way, continue doing it. It's now that's just going to be a lot of people who didn't do it previously are going to start doing it.
And also, think about it like this. This is why I said I replied to somebody's tweet like this. How many of you guys have farmed for a 1% mount? A 1% chance is enough to make you go do something. In the same way that a 1% chance of getting banned is enough to make people not do something. I understand that a lot of people will still buy gold, and of course there are people that are like that. However, in general, not getting banned at all is worth a lot more than buying gold.
I mean, this is depending on experience. For example, when Classic got released and I was playing, one of my guildmates who had work during the day was always playing, and guess what was happening? He was using a bot that was running around and mining nodes for it. And the hilarious part was his bot was broken for 2 days or something, and it was spamming say and for some reason guild chat about the stuff it was doing. Don't know why. How the hell does a bot break like that? But yeah, he got muted in the guild chat because he was just constantly spamming because it was inputting commands. I have no idea. But yeah, everyone knew he's a bot. Everyone who saw him out in the world knew that he was a bot. Did he get banned? No, of course not. He didn't get banned.
It's a huge deterrent. Yes, it's a massive deterrent. Like, I'll tell you this. I've bought many WoW tokens. I bought a lot of WoW tokens. I never bought gold. I have never bought gold in my entire history of playing WoW. Why not let the WoW token be a drop in raids?
Okay, it's way different for someone like Asmongold, who actually has real money riding on the fact that he continued to play World of Warcraft at that time. So yeah, people like him are obviously gonna ignore it. But if he wasn't in that position, do you want to bet he would be buying the cheapest gold possible, aka botters? And that's autistic,
anyway,
yes.
So... No, seriously, like, I really mean it. Like, I actually never bought gold. Like, it's not, is it really that crazy to think? I mean, come on. So, look, good one. The point that I'm making here is that the fact that your account could be actioned and you could lose your account was a massive deterrent for a huge amount of people to buy gold.
Yep.
Because even if the chance is 1%, people still wouldn't take it. But if the chance is 0% and there's no possibility of you getting banned, that opens up a completely different possibility.
Yep.
Gift of gold from viewers. Quinn TV, let me tell you something, all right? Back whenever you were probably too young to play this game, I was making gold guides. Whenever you were in middle school, I was past that point in my life. Just keep that in mind. I had so much gold, I had to trade it to my mom's accounts. I had to have her hold gold for me because I was making so much of it. I don't do that anymore because it's easier to just get people to trade me gold. But yeah, I bought my vanilla WoW epic mount. What are you talking about? Like, in my mind, I think the WoW token is worse than anything else in the store. That's just...
yeah, okay.
Me.
Okay.
I think the WoW token it's worse than mounts. It's worse than pets. It's worse than faction transfers. It's worse than name changes. It's worse than level boosts. That level boost is probably the second worst, to be fair. Actually, I would say maybe faction transfers are. It depends on how you look at it. But either way, level boosts are also bad, but not as bad as the WoW token. The WoW token is the single worst thing in the entire game in terms of the microtransaction. In the context of it damaging the integrity of the game. So for me, what is the difference now between Retail WoW and Wrath of the Lich King Classic? Well, on Wrath of the Lich King Classic, my warrior does more damage. That's about it. This is why Microsoft needs to buy Activision. Do you think it would change? Personally, I don't really think so. I don't think Microsoft would really have a lot of purview on things like this. I think they would probably just leave that up to Blizzard. I think that in terms of Microsoft leadership, it would be more about, like, you know, what happens after Wrath of the Lich King and how it's integrated into Game Pass or, you know, like their general product offerings.
Okay, yeah, I'm just not gonna speak on that because that was horrifically stupid and wrong. I don't want this to be a 2-hour video because, wow. Woo! Wow. Wow.
That's what I would expect. Have you seen the retail video with 200 Moonkin bots farming? Yeah, I made it. Anyway, so let's look at a few other comments that people have to say about this.
That's hilarious.
This is the funniest subreddit on the internet right now. Private servers having high integrity is news to me. Yep, it absolutely is. The meltdown from the subreddit today about the token is going to be so entertaining. What did Blizzard do this time? Turtle Boys will be feasting. Also, by the way, Dylan texted me, this was like maybe like a month ago. Dylan texted me not to promote Turtle WoW because his brother was playing on a server in Turtle WoW, and he said that Joe Rogan played on their server, and the mods of Turtle WoW permabanned his account for saying it. So Blizzard's Dylan is completely done with Turtle WoW. He's past that point in his life. Fuck Turtle WoW. That place is a joke. Okay?
Bruh.
So yeah, because they banned his brother. Anyway, so let's see what
hilarious.
the other people have to say. I don't see how people are even defending Blizzard for adding the token. Like how? It's to counter bots when clearly and evidently it doesn't do shit to the botting population. Have a look at retail. It's only an excuse to milk the player base and kill their 2006-2008 re-release of classic MMORPG.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do think that you have substantially less gold sellers whenever you don't have a WoW token. Substantially more. Like, if you don't have a WoW token, the amount of gold that you can sell is way higher.
Technically, he is right. Technically, the amount of gold sellers do go down because they are looking at all of that from a profitability standpoint, right? So, they will always need to undercut the WoW token because the people who were previously already buying the gold from third-party websites are going to continue doing it because they have absolutely no fears of getting banned and they are looking for the better deal. And, you know, the WoW token is always going to be more expensive than the bot farm ones. Technically, the bot farm amount is going to go slightly down. Technically. But at the same time, the amount of gold bought is probably going to stay roughly the same.
Of course, the WoW token
Well,
cuts
slightly
down
less.
on it. Like you guys, I mean, like remember how many times there were like these advertisements and trade chat? Did y'all ever have like the those like Chinese gold farmers that could like die and then make the letters for their website in the air? Did you guys ever have that? That was so cool, right? Well, anyway, you don't have that as much anymore. Yeah, it was funny as fuck. It was. And so, yeah.
The reason you don't actually have that because that was just like declaring war on Blizzard to a degree. The fact that they are just openly doing it, okay? That was mocking Blizzard, and Blizzard did care about that part.
That's not the way the game is anymore. And I think the WoW token did have a pretty big impact on reducing people that are buying gold. Because also, like...
It increased them,
It's
yeah.
kind of like people that buy gold in Lost Ark. There are a lot of G2G enjoyers in Lost Ark, but there are also a lot of people that just simply buy gold on the trade shop. Huge W from the mod team. Kudos, guys. Don't care about token one way or another. I'm just here for the drama. Yep, true.
Good stuff.
WoW servers so dramatic. LMAO. This is the most cringe mod post I've ever seen, and that's a high bar.
That's actually kind of true.
I do also like. I want to reiterate again how bad of a decision and how selfish of a decision this is by the mods. Because, like, people can always vote with their feet and vote with their wallets. And a good example of that being the case is the reason why this sub exists. Whenever the mods go and they try to, you know, like, fucking, throw everything in the garbage and be like, oh, well, fuck this. We're not going to listen to Blizzard. We're going to fucking support private servers. Yeah, fuck Blizzard. Well, what's going to end up happening is Blizzard's not going to talk to them. Classic WoW hardcore servers are going to be worse because there's less collaboration between Blizzard and the mod team. And Reddit. And the player base suffers because of it. So I do hope the mods are happy with themselves. This will be something...
I just love that faint ignorance of the idea that a company is gonna listen to a subreddit. I mean, believe if you want. If that makes you sleep better at night, like, believe it. And I think this is it. That's the whole situation. Wow, what an experience, as one might say. Anyway, that's it for this one. Like, subscribe, and I'm out.